Ada. I dey beg you now, just one round. One round oh, before I go craze. That was Tond, a young married man with fine pink lips and an overactive third leg. His crime. Being a certified horny husband who hadn't seen action in over 3 weeks. And the courtroom judge. His wife Ada, the queen of, I'm tired. Ada turned in bed and hissed. Tond, leave me alone abeg. I just dey come back from work. I no get strength. Tond clutched his chest like Nollywood actors in part 1 of 12. Oh, Ada. You dey use no strength kill my destiny slowly. You want make I enter Guinness Book of World Records for longest blue balls. Ada yawned and adjusted her wrapper. Go sleep Joe. Tond looked at the ceiling fan, shaking like his life. The room was silent, except for his tears of frustration dripping inside his soul. And that was the moment Tond snapped. He didn't shout. He didn't cry. He just laid there, quietly, plotting. Dangerous. The next morning, Tond wore his tightest trouser and sprayed BADT Guy perfume, extra aphrodisiac, from Onitsha market. He stepped out like a lion, a wounded lion, a lion with a mission. In the market, he saw Chioma, the girl with big bread and bigger back. Good morning, Uncle Tond, she smiled, bouncing bread on her waist like temptation. Tond licked his lips. Kaomea, you too fresh oh, not only bread you dey sell. She laughed like a goose. What else I go sell? Tond winked. Anything edible. Stop to Ife's bead shop. Ife was curvy like question mark. Her beads, as colorful as sin. Tond entered. Ife baby. Your waist beads go scatter marriage oh. She laughed and bent to pick a bead. Tond's eyes nearly fell out. Stop 3, Neka's compound. Neka, Ada's best friend, wore bomb shorts and was washing car with full chest. Tond held his head. Oh, Neka, why your body dey disrespect Holy Ghost like this? Tond abeg shift. You no get wife. Tond looked at the sky like a man under spiritual attack. Wife wey dey form Virgin Mary since wedding day. That night, he came back home humming love songs. Ada looked up. You're happy. Wetin happen? Tond smiled wickedly. Nothing oh, I just dey enjoy fresh air, from outside. Ada's eyes narrowed. Tond couldn't sleep. His body was hot like generator coil. He whispered to the ceiling, Lord, forgive me, but I must smash. If I die now, not Ada kill me. He closed his eyes and started dreaming of the unthinkable. Tond woke up with one thought on his mind. If my wife no gree, then others will. No more begging. No more sulking. He was a free man on a dangerous mission. He opened his phone gallery and stared at an old mirror selfie he took when he had abs. I still get it, he whispered, then winked at himself. He dressed like a man going to war. Tight jeans just to announce himself. Fresh haircut. Shirt with only 2 buttons done. Vaseline on lips. Cologne so strong it could baptize people. The town wasn't ready. Tond strode past Chioma's stall. Her bread was hot, her smile was hotter. Kayoma, he said, flashing his white teeth. This your smile can feed a hungry man. She laughed. Uncle Tond, are you trying to toast me? Toast you? I want to bake you, my dear. Chioma blushed. You're a married man. Tond looked into her eyes. Married, yes. Satisfied. No. Before she could respond, he whispered, let me come over this evening and taste the soft one. She blinked. You mean bread? Tond smiled. Depends on what's available. His next stop was Ife's bead and wigs shop. Ife was on the phone, twisting her waist as she arranged wigs. Tond stood behind her silently like a predator. She turned. Uncle Tond, you almost scared me. I came to see beauty in motion, he said. Omo, Tond, you're sweet today oh, today. I'm sweet every day. Your husband is lucky. Oh wait, you're single, right? Ife raised an eyebrow. What are you trying to say? He leaned closer. Let me wear you like one of these wigs, gently, slowly. Ife gasped, then giggled. You're mad. Tond whispered, you'll find out tonight. Back at Neka's compound, she was outside again, this time washing clothes in a crop top. Tond greeted her like a hungry puppy. Neka, why are you dressed like this? You want to kill me? Neka laughed. I'm just doing laundry. Washing what? My focus. She rolled her eyes. Tond, don't start. Go back to your wife? He stepped closer. Neka, you're the only one who understands me. Ada has turned me into a monk. Well, maybe she has her reasons. What reason is good enough to starve your man? Tond asked. Silence. Then he said, can I come back later, when Ada's not watching? Neka didn't answer, but she didn't say no either. That evening, he snuck out. His target, Chioma. She opened the door wearing just a wrapper. Her eyes said, I know what you came for. 30 minutes later, Tond walked home with a spring in his step and a banana in his pocket. Don't ask why. He looked at the moon. This is the life, he said. Smash Master is officially born. Ada was on the couch, watching a Nollywood film, but she wasn't paying attention. Ton's mood had changed. He was suddenly cheerful, energetic, even glowing. Ada asked, "Where did you go?" Ton replied with a smirk, "For a walk. You know, for my health." Ada narrowed her eyes. At 9 p.m. Fresh air hits better at night. Ada stared at him for a long time. She smelled another woman's perfume. She didn't say anything, but her silence was screaming. Later that night, Ada got up quietly and walked to the guest room. She locked the door. Ton knocked. "Babe, you're not sleeping in our bed." Ada answered, "I need space." Ton rolled his eyes. "Oh, space cool. I give you full universe." He stormed back into the room, picked up his phone and texted Chioma, Ife, and Nneka. Will Ada catch him red-handed? Will Ton get away with his community service? Is smashing really the solution? Keep watching to find out, and don't forget to subscribe. Ton was officially on fire. He had smashed Chioma, sampled Ife's wig, and was now warming up to Nneka like he was a rechargeable hitter. He walked around like a champion. Chest out, beard combed, lotion kneecaps shining. He was the local Casanova and nothing could stop him, until someone pressed the brakes. One lazy afternoon, Ton was chilling on his sofa, watching wrestling and eating groundnuts. Ping. He picked his phone. Unknown number. "If you don't stop sleeping around, I will send your nudes to your church WhatsApp group." Someone who knows. Ton's jaw dropped. His mouth opened like a broken zipper. Nudes. Which nudes? Then he remembered. Last week. Ife's room. Phone on tripod. She said it was for lighting purposes. He stood up and began pacing. "Oh my God. I am finished. I am smashfully finished." Just as he was trying to delete his digital existence, knock knock. He opened the door. It was Nneka. "Ton, we need to talk." He wiped sweat from his forehead. "About what?" She folded her arms. "Ada knows." Ton's eyes widened. "Knows what?" "About everything. Chioma, Ife, me." Silence. Then she added, "She's planning something. She told me to invite you for dinner. At her mother's place. Tomorrow night." Ton chuckled nervously. "Just dinner?" Nneka shook her head. "I suggest you wear white. For your burial." Ton wore his best clothes. White linen. Fresh haircut. He carried wine, thinking he could charm Ada back with his fine boy looks and butter tongue. The door opened. Ada's mother, Mama Agatha, greeted him with a fake smile. "Oh, my in-law, welcome." He sat. He smiled. He tried to play normal. Ada came out in a red gown. No makeup. Just raw, silent fury. She placed a covered dish in front of him. "Eat," she said. Ton opened it. It was egusi soup and pounded yam, his favorite. He picked up the spoon. He was about to start eating when Mama Agatha said, "You know, we used to cook this same soup for my dog before he died, from too much sex." Ton dropped the spoon. Ada leaned forward. "Did it taste familiar, Mr. Smash Master?" Bam. She threw a stack of printed screenshots on the table. Photos. Messages. Locations. Voice notes. Everything. Ton went pale. This is spiritual warfare." Ada stood up. "Don't worry, Ton. You can keep smashing. But you'll be doing it outside this house." That night, Ton packed his bags with tears and trembling fingers. He couldn't believe it. From married man, to street man, to homeless Smash Master in under 24 hours. The next morning, the whole street was buzzing. "Did you hear? Ton the Casanova has been excommunicated. They said his wife sent his boxer shorts to his side chicks by courier. Ife said his manhood is too small and blocked him. Chioma said he had no stamina. Nneka exposed him in church." Ton sat on a bench by the roadside, biting chin-chin slowly, tears in his eyes, regret in his soul. A child passed by and pointed, "Mommy, look. It's the man who likes to jump from woman to woman like mosquito." Ton closed his eyes and whispered, "Lord, if I survive this, I'll never chase Nayash again." Is this the end of Smash Master? Will Ada ever forgive him? Or is this just the beginning? Keep watching to find out. It had been 3 weeks since Ton's downfall. He was now living with his cousin, Chuka the barber, who had just one rule. "No women in my house, abeg. I like peace." Ton had gone from sleeping on a king-sized bed, eating egusi and goat meat, getting shoulder rubs after work, to sleeping on a mattress with springs poking his back, eating gari with groundnut, using a rechargeable fan with no battery. Life had humbled him fully. The hunter had become the houseboy. Ton now worked as Chuka's unofficial shop assistant. His job: sweep the barber shop, buy meat pie from Mama Ronk, charge customers' phones during power cuts. He wore one shirt every day. It used to say, "Smash like a boss." Now it was faded and read, "Ash, boss." People would pass by and whisper, "Oh, not Ton be that. Smash Master has retired oh. Look what Nayash has done to our brother." Even the goats outside started walking with more confidence than him. One day, Chuka rushed into the shop, waving a white envelope. Tond, see what just came." It was an invitation from Ada. She was organizing a church event titled, Men of Honor Conference, How to Control Your Lower Brain. Tond read the paper twice. "She wants me to speak." Chuka laughed. "Apparently, you're the case study." Tond almost didn't go. But something in him said, "Face your punishment like a man." He wore a clean white shirt, borrowed from Chuka. He used baby oil to shine his shoes. As he entered the church hall, the entire audience turned to stare. Not him. That's the guy who was smashing everything like pestle and mortar. Ada stood on stage, looking like a boss lady in full glow-up. She was no longer the quiet, emotional wife. She was now a women's ministry warrior. She handed Tond the mic. Everyone waited. Tond cleared his throat. "Good evening, everyone. My name is Tond, and I am a recovering smashaholic." Gasps filled the room. One woman clutched her Bible tighter. "I lost my wife, my dignity, and even my mattress, because I thought cheating was normal. I thought if I wasn't getting it at home, I could collect it outside. But now, I know." He paused, voice shaking. "If your house is leaking, you don't go and sleep in the gutter." The whole room went silent. Even the fan stopped turning. Tond turned to Ada, who stood there, arms folded, unreadable. He knelt on stage. "I'm sorry, Ada. I was stupid. You were going through things I didn't bother to understand. I made everything about me. You're not just my wife, you're a person. And I hurt you." Tears filled Ada's eyes. Tond added, "I don't deserve you. But if there's still one tiny space in your heart for the old me, the new me is ready to earn it." Ada stepped forward. The entire hall leaned in like a Nollywood audience. She picked up the mic. "Tond, you were a disgrace." He bowed his head. She continued, "But for the first time, you sound like a man." She hugged him. And the entire church exploded into applause. People were clapping, shouting, some even crying. One auntie shouted, "No God we know." Fast forward to a year later. Tond had joined the church choir, started a YouTube channel called From Smashing to Serving, written a book, Marriage is Not a Fast Food Restaurant. Ada and Tond were now stronger than ever. They held hands during service. They gave couples counseling. They even started a community outreach called Smash No More. Tond now used his story to warn others, especially young men. He would say, "Lack of sex is not an excuse for stupidity. Be a man, not a mumu. In life, you may fall. You may mess up big time. But the question is, will you learn, or will you repeat class?" Don't be like Tond, unless you want your boxers flying out the window. Please subscribe to Tales by Ama and tell me in the comment section if Tond and Ada got the ending they both deserved. Bye for now.